Hi Aries, and welcome to your Healing Tarot reading. This is a timeless tarot reading, as I intend that you will receive the messages from this reading when you need them the most, when you need the most healing. All the decks that I'm using in this reading are listed in the description if you are interested. This reading is to help you heal energetic wounds, and since this is a general reading, for some of you the wound will be bigger, and for others of you it will be smaller. It just depends. So Aries, let's see what the energy is that you need to embody and become to move forward in healing. We have the Sisters of the Season, Cycles of Growth, Natural Law, Divine Order. So Aries, what this is saying is you need to get into the flow of the universe and trust that all things happen for a reason and in perfect divine timing. More to the point, you cannot force anything to move quicker or grow quicker than it is intended, okay? So this is really all about tapping into the natural flow of your life and not having any sort of resistance or expectation. None of it. Just flow, flow, flow. So let's pull some cards to see what needs to be healed for you. Okay, what needs healing in your life? So we have risk, complicated, and groove. All right, Aries, this is pretty straightforward. This to me looks like some of you took a big risk on something and it did not pan out whatsoever, okay? And trying to explain to other people why you did what you did or made the choice that you made is pretty much a complicated matter. And there may be some people that you need to repair relationship with and apologize to. Now, because this is a general reading, this can go the other way, where somebody that you were involved with, whether it be lover, friend, family member, child, whatever, like they made a bad choice or a big risk, and now it has put a wound in you, and it's very complicated. Like whatever happened here, it's not just like a straight shot from A to B. It's a lot of different things happened, okay? And now, and we weren't thinking about it at the time. Again, this could be your behavior or you receiving the behavior of somebody else. And it's too hard to explain at this point in time. You know, if you tried to express all your emotions about this, you would have trouble, because it's like on one hand you feel one way, but then on the other hand you feel another way, okay? But nonetheless, it's, you know, there's some relationships that need to be healed. So let's see what the way forward is. What needs to happen for healing? Wow, look at that. Did I not say that some relationships need to heal? Yes, we have the peace pipe here, and I think this really speaks for itself. This could also be about forgiveness for self, forgiveness for others. This could mean, you know, maybe somebody needs to forgive you. This is general, so it's different for everybody, but I go back to what I say with this card right here is forgiveness. Now, some of you, this could be a situation where you forgave somebody in the past, and then it's like the same thing happened again, okay? Now, what I'm going to tell you about forgiveness is this. Forgiving is not about anybody but your own self. It really isn't. Even though you think your forgiveness is directed towards a certain individual or situation or circumstance, it's not about that, okay? When you forgive, you are freeing yourself from energy and thoughts and emotions that hurt you, right? Because if you have to forgive something, it's not because you feel good, it's because you feel bad. So forgiveness is about freeing yourself, but more to the point, you need to recognize that everybody makes mistakes, including you. So when you forgive somebody, you don't need to forgive the action or the behavior or even let that person back into your life to be close to you again. But you need to forgive them as a person because, as I mentioned, we all make mistakes, including you. And always leave the room in your heart for forgiveness for others in the same capacity that you wish for forgiveness to be bestowed upon you when you make mistakes, okay? So forgive the person. You don't need to forgive the action. You don't need to let them back close into your life, but forgive them and free yourself of those heavy emotions and thoughts that are associated when you do need to forgive. And then we have our ancestors card. So I love this paired up with Sisters of the Season because this is saying to you, Aries, your life is very divinely orchestrated, okay? And as you move through these energies and, you know, in your effort to heal any and all energetic wounds, call upon your ancestors, your spirit guide, archangels. They will help. Like, that will be paramount to you. I really feel like you should open up to the divine. So let's see what this experience is bringing you on a soul level. What are you trying to gain from that aspect? We have love. You know what? I swear every sign is like getting this card right here. So we have love. We have fighting. We have desire. And we have the Centaur. So this has a lot to do, Aries, with standing up for yourself, okay, in matters of the heart. Because this is general, again, this could go either way. It could be what's happened to you or what your own behavior that you've bestowed on another person that has caused this energetic wound inside of you, okay? So apply it how it fits to you. But this whole situation is trying to lead you into a place of self-love, unconditional love, no more self-harm, and recognizing that sometimes your desires are not in your best interest, okay? Because it's like your desires, those of you, this could be romantic or even just friendship or family. It's like your desire to connect, to be close, to love, whatever it is, with the person that you're involved with, it's you are willing to like go to the end of the earth for them and battle for them, you know, and have their back and the whole 9 yards. But what I'm getting is you don't get that back in return, okay? And so this experience is pushing you into a lesson of self-love no longer self-harming, okay? Some of you, this isn't even about another person. It's about your lifestyle choices and your behaviors just in general. Like, they're not very honoring of yourself. And there's a big element of forgiveness. Some of you, this could be as severe as physical abuse taking place in your life, okay? And that's like with complicated, like, I really love somebody, but they physically abuse me, but my desire for them is stronger than my love for myself. So I stay true to them and the abuse that they bestow upon me, okay? Some of you with this ancestors, it's like you really need to call on all of your resources to find the strength and courage to let this go and let your desire, your ego, your outcome that you really want, let it go. It's only standing in your way and harming you, okay? You need self-love more than anything else. Like, that's what this entire thing is pushing you towards. And with this Sisters of the Season, with desire, again, it's saying, look, if it's a romantic relationship that you want, yeah, you might meet 5 different people that you could have a romantic relationship with, but are any of them really good for you or the right fit? Okay, that's kind of the energy here. And it doesn't just have to be about romance. I'm just using that as the example. It's like the universe is saying to you, Aries, despite what is being offered, it doesn't mean that it's all worthy of you. And your desire for what it is that you want is allowing you to settle for things that are less than what you deserve. Truly, 100%. Okay? So let's see what the associated emotions are with this lesson and experience that you are dealing with. You know, and some of you, this could just be like where you're like, I'm done being at your freaking beck and call. Like, I just can't anymore. You know, like I said, everything I say could either go as behavior you are displaying upon somebody or behavior that's been displayed upon you. And I even feel like some of you, there's a battle that goes on within of what's right and what's wrong for you. And it's always like your desire wins over the thing that honors you. So if your desire is something that doesn't honor you, and this isn't like a conscious thing where you're like, oh, this isn't honoring me. But if your desire is not honoring of you, it does not matter. Like, that does not factor in your choices, and it needs to. So we have empowered, powerful, capable, strong, comforted, reassured, consoled, nourished, and exhausted, weary, fatigued, drained. So this is a cycle, Aries, that has been repeating, where whatever the desire is or the behavior or the person that you're dealing with, you know, the high of it really makes you feel like you're on top of the world, okay? And you feel safe and secure and comforted. But ultimately, you end up in this place of weary, fatigue, and drained. Some of you, this very well could have to do with a drug addiction. I keep feeling that over and over. Whether it's you that has the drug addiction or whoever you're involved with has the drug addiction. But I definitely feel like that could be the case for some of you here. And again, it's all about, we have to break out of this pattern, this cycle of emotion, of feeling empowered, comforted, and then drained. Empowered, comforted, and then drained. You want to feel empowered and comforted all the way through, even through the hardship. That's why also for some of you, this is a very toxic romantic partnership, and that's where that complicated comes into play. It's like your desire for this person is so great. It's greater than the love you feel for yourself. And I feel like they're very abusive to you, either physically, emotionally, or mentally, or all of them, because again, you go through the cycle of feeling on top of the world and like everything's going to be okay, only to end up back in this place of intense struggle where you just don't even know like how you're going to make it through. And that pairs with this card, because this energy is like, I will do whatever it takes. I will go 500 miles in the desert for you, okay? And if that's what you're doing, but nothing's ever being given back to you until you're finally ready to walk away, you know, that's a toxic relationship. So let's pull a card to crown the energy of this soul lesson and the associated emotions. These need to be healed within you. Your sense of empowerment, your sense of what makes you feel secure and comforted. And then also this, you know, getting to the point of being just so drained energetically that you can't even move forward. We have the hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. Yes, Aries, this is saying that your mind, your spirit, and your heart all have to be in alignment in order for you to see the way forward. Okay, so all of this here is teaching you that if you're not in alignment, you're going to experience conflict and challenge, and you're not going to be able to forge ahead. Okay, so all of this is really kind of an interesting mix of energy leading you to this place right here. But ultimately, once you see this hidden path, the truth in between, you know, the lies and your own desire, that's where you're liberated. That's where your freedom comes into play. So let's see what the path to healing is for you. And, you know, what you need to do to incorporate this soul lesson into your beingness entirely. And see the path that's ahead of you that seems hidden at this time. So we have activate your power. Again, this is about personal power. This is about your spiritual power, and not allowing your desire for somebody or like a material object or a situation to override your logic in what's good and what's bad for you. Raise your vibration, yeah, and look at that sits right on top of this abuse card right here. So you need to do some serious energy work. There are tons and tons and tons of free meditations on YouTube that will help you with this, to raise your vibration so that the hands of abuse cannot touch you anymore, okay? And Aries, if you are the one doing the abusing, again, you need to raise your vibration so that you give yourself access to, you know, different tools and solutions to your situation and problems that is not currently available to you at the vibration where you're at, okay? So since this is general and it could go either way, some of you need to raise your vibration so that the hands of abuse can never touch you again. And for others of you, you need to raise your vibration so that your hands or your words never hurt somebody again, okay? And then we have prayer and connect. And I love that we have fire, like, you really need to start having your energy work for you opposed to against you, okay? But yeah, connect in to the higher realms. We have ancestors and connect. So really important, Aries, you will be given such divine guidance, especially with the hidden path here, but you've got to open yourself up to it. And if you're like, I have been, then wait patiently for the signs and the synchronicities, because we have sisters of the season right here. Everything in perfect divine time, okay? Look at this. Air, receive, yes. The universe is saying yes to you, Aries. Anything that is challenging or you're held back from is because it's not meant for you. The universe is giving you confirmation right here. What is meant for you will always come to you, no matter what, okay? And as you raise your vibration, your desire for what you want is going to change. And you're going to see why whatever this means for you personally was not meant for you. There's something better. So let's pull some advice cards, Aries, to help you work through this healing so that you can move on. Okay, well, that was 3 that fell out, so we will take those 3. All right. This here, clarity, is very similar to the hidden path. This is card 17, and the energy of Sisters of Season that you need to embody is also card 17. So I feel like these two are really synchronistic and paired with each other. Nonetheless, just like with the hidden path, this is saying you need to have heart, soul, and mind all in alignment and in agreement. When you are, that's when you have total clarity. So complication and confusion turns into clarity when you allow your mind, heart, and soul to align, and you make your decisions from that space, and you process your emotions from that space, and your reactions to others come from that space, okay? Next we have shadow treasures. This is saying what you've been through, your energetic wounds, your shadow self, any like darkness that exists within you or that you've experienced in your life. This is the universe saying, Aries, look, it's all a part of you, and you are beautiful no matter what. We're all here to learn and grow and work on things. And this is saying, let all the treasures of yourself show, even the things that you deem are bad or unworthy or you wish away. Don't do that. You are a masterpiece, every bit of you, the light and the dark. And honor that and love yourself for all of you. Even the stuff you feel is yucky, okay? It's not as yucky as you think, and everything about you truly serves you and your experience. And then look at here. So we have ancestors, and then and then we have connect through prayer, and now here we have divine connection. Aries, yes, you really need to open yourself up to the universe and allow the universe to give you the information you need beyond your desire. That's why I'm saying you need to flow and put your desire aside, because that might be blocking your communication. But ultimately, with this card, along with connect, hidden path, and ancestors, really open up to the non-physical realm and ask for guidance and how to raise your vibration, and also the forgiveness that needs to happen either with you to yourself or you and others. So Aries, that is your healing reading. I hope this has brought you some clarity and that you have enjoyed this reading. I am wishing you lots of love and light. Take care.